about women in science and STEM as a whole. So there are numerous barriers that women face while trying to pursue STEM, and one barrier is the lack of participation of other women. There's a number of financial barriers. Women in particular tend to have more student loan debt than their male colleagues. When they get into the field, they usually get smaller research grants. In addition, they also usually get paid less in their careers and positions. Women also face challenges with opportunities when they're in their fields. They're routinely passed over for promotion. In addition, they are usually underrepresented in high-profile journals. There's also a huge implicit bias in the field. So if you're unsure whether or not you have an implicit bias, I encourage you to take the implicit bias test at implicit.harvard.edu. Even if you think you don't have one, I really encourage you to take the test and see. It'll help you learn more about yourself. So another challenge that women face while trying to pursue tenure track positions is sometimes their professional qualities are not only what's considered. Sometimes it's also whether or not they're single or married, as well as if they're planning on having children or if they already have children. Women shouldn't have to worry about these life choices and how it would affect their careers and pursuing the science that they want to do. They should be able to make these life choices without that fear. This is really important. 50% of women face sexual harassment and gender harassment. 50. So if you have experienced this, just know that you're not alone. And if you have experienced something as far as sexual assault, there are resources for you. You can report your abuser on projectcallisto.org. You can reach out through the hotline of the National Sexual Assault Hotline. And if you don't feel comfortable talking about this verbally, you can chat online at online.rain.org. Please use these resources and try and end the cycle of abuse that you might be experiencing. So finally, I'd like to note that I haven't even had a chance to mention women of color or non-binary people in this talk, but of course the statistics are much worse for them. Their participation in STEM is much lower, and the discrimination they face is much greater. So with all of this in mind, it can't be just on the victims to address this discrimination. It has to be us as a community as a whole. So please, if you witness anything, if you see something, please say something. Thank you.